Hello, Namaste, Salam Alaikum, Sat Sri Akal. Welcome back to another session with your Vahchef at vareva.com. In another South Indian awesome preparation, today we are going to cook cluster beans with channa dal, and that is what it is called Paruppu Usili. People make this dish in various ways, but I am going to show you how I like to cook it. Here this channa dal, red chilies and curry leaves, which I have soaked it for almost 2 hours. I have grind them like a coarse paste, as if I am going to make masala vada. And then here I have got the cluster beans. This is going to take some time to cook. So, lot of people what they do is they cook both of them separately in a pressure cooker, then they are going to make this curry. But I am going to show you another way, simple way that you can make this. Now heat oil in a pan, add mustard seeds, add chopped onion and curry leaves. Lot of people do not add onions in their preparation. If you do not want to add onions in this, you can avoid it. But I like the flavor of onions in this dish, because especially this preparation without onions will become slightly dry. In this add hing, turmeric. You do not want these onions to be browned or anything. Just saute till they are slightly transparent. Add green chilies. Add the beans, cluster beans. See, cluster beans take lot of time to cook if you add water. So, if you cook them in the oil, they cook much faster. This is I learned from one Maharashtrian cook. So, if you want to cook in oil, you may have to add little extra oil. But today I am going to pressure cook this with both the dal and with the beans. But before I add the dal, because dal is going to cook much faster, these beans are going to take little more time. So, first saute these beans for like 2-3 minutes, then we are going to add the dal. Add salt. After nicely sauteing them for like 2-3 minutes, add some water. Now put this on a very high flame. Add just enough water, do not add too much, because if you add too much water, then the whole dish will be spoiled. So just enough water. While the water is furiously boiling, that's when you add this channa dal, which has been coarsely grated on top. Just spread it, do not mix it, and immediately put the lid of a pressure cooker. Okay, there is very little water, that is just enough to cook these ingredients. Now put it on a very slow flame. You will not hear the whistle, because the water is not enough to push out that whistle. So you are going to put it on a very slow flame for around 10 minutes. Now switch off the flame, and you have to wait for 3-4 minutes for the pressure cooker to cool down, to remove the lid and see. But one thing, it never took a whistle with the steam that is there. So you have to put it at a very slow flame. If you put it at high flame, the moisture that is there inside will evaporate, and it may even burn at the bottom. Now after letting the pressure cooker cool down, just we are going to remove the lid. Look at this carefully. Inside the vegetable is nicely cooked, whereas the dal is also nicely steamed. Just with the help of your wooden spoon or a ladle, just crush this lentil a little bit, because this is on the top, and then that's when you mix with this vegetable. Because you spread this lentil nicely on top, it did not become into lumps. And look at this, the dish is almost ready. Wow! The cluster beans, which is slightly difficult to cook, that's also very nicely cooked. This is nice and juicy. This is what I was expecting from this dish, not dry and boring. And wow, perfect. Just adjust the seasoning. Wow, such nice dish. These cluster beans, once it is cooked, it gives a very nice taste to the dish, especially if you cook it properly. And also it has got a lot of fiber. So this is one nice healthy dish. Wow, wow. Chana dal also, I am sorry to say this, vegetarian, but when the chana dal is nicely cooked, it also has some nice meat flavor. and especially these cluster beans with chana dal. Wow, what a combination. Dear friends, I enjoyed very much eating this. I hope you will also make this and enjoy this dish. But do not forget, Vareva is all about inspiring others to cook. So please post your recipes and cooking tips at vareva.com so others can benefit from your great cooking. Thank you. One more bite. Ha ha ha.